Papagena. Potemkin na poka!
This is the cinemas! Have some respect!
Ma che ne vuole movies? Frittata! Hush! Tomato. Look at you!
You again!
No! Milano, papadan, okay. Wow! Meow! Shish! Pure bacca la macchina!
That's it, buddy! You're out of here!
No! Les movies! Papi! Stoppa! Macarena, shush! No, quello di cazzi! Para tu, maracana!
That's enough, fella! Move that tookin'!
Les movies! Bello, backflash! Po, na to. Macarena, la pone
Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Peanut again. Out you go!
Stoppa la Macarena! Puja la Punjabi!
They do not pay me enough to deal with this baloney. Get up! Get out!
Oh, c'est les pouillards! Bayou pudding! Oh, Choucha! Stipa, les potes, slip, chat! Stoppa la Macarena! Bow! Okay.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Talks Too Much.
La putain.
Hello!
C'est les slippers! No! Tocca tu!
Time to go, Gabby Goose.
Right there! Every one of the cities gets a shot at being star live on my stage!
Don't you look so worried, face? I've got one for you.
Time to put your walking boots on.
Milano, papadan, okay. Wow! Meow! Shish!
Good evening and welcome to another scale model. Called on might, it's gone a bit dark. Let's just put that one on. That's it. Turn that off for a minute. So, good evening and welcome to another Scale Model Ninja. First of all, I'd like to apologise for not doing Saturday stream because we had a few glitches in the router, and for some reason or other it wasn't playing ball, so therefore I couldn't stream. Sadly, I do apologise, but there we go. These things happen. So tonight I'm having a break from the Mortis engine. One, due to a lack of mojo. So I thought, well, I'll do something quick and simple and have a bit of fun. So I do have quite a bit of a sort of selection of stuff to do. So I decided on building the Hemotrope Reactor, and this is from the Imperium set. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that tonight. Just something different and fairly quick, simple, and to do a bit of a mojo buster, basically. So we'll see who's in. First of all, it's Marcus Brunn saying good evening, Ross and all, and then we've got Daniel Lieb saying hey. Hey up, Mr. Blobby. And then we got Marcus saying hey bro. So as you may know, some of my viewers know that I actually ran a charity auction not so long ago. Daniel just put by because I've mentioned Mr. Blobby. And then you got Marcus saying lol Blobby. And then Daniel leaves going. Fair enough. So, as you know, I did run a charity auction, and this was for the Yorkshire Veterans Model Association, and they have decided to quite kindly donate that money that we raised to his local lifeboat association, which is fair enough. I mean, that's the money is for their charity, and it's again another good cause. So that's all quite well and good. But we managed to raise £210. So thank you very much for everybody who bidded. It is very, very much appreciated. And once again, the Lifeboat Association is all voluntary, and they will be getting money directly to that station, which is local to the Hull one, if I remember rightly. He did mention the name to it, but I can't remember who it is. And that money was being raised in conjunction with the Airedale and Wharfdale Scale Modelers Group, which is one of the t-shirts I'm wearing at the moment. But that's all good cause and everything. So I suppose I'll get the admin part now. So if you wish to support this channel, you may do so in 3 different ways. First way is by becoming a patron, and to do this, just go to Scale Model Ninja at patron.com and search me out, and you will find on there is 3 levels you can become a member of. So there's the entry level, middle level, and main level. There's also buy me a coffee, and that money with the PayPal link, which is Scale Model Ninja as well, will all be going towards the little junior ninja, Mr. Warren, for helping to buy more Lego sets for him. Now, I'm not saying my bench has been empty, which it hasn't. I did do a rather large Lego build, which I will be putting some more pictures up on the Patreon group so people can see, and then it will go into other groups onto Facebook. One of them is the Festa 67 workshop, and it will go onto that. And he's one of the people that I do support greatly, because he has helped me out in a number of ways in the past, and it's very, very much appreciated. So I will go and grab the Babylon 5 Amiga class destroyer. Excuse me a second, because it does take up quite a bit of space. I'm going to clear this off a minute. Look, there. Oh, wait, there we go. Reviewed it. So, back in soon. As you can see, it is a reasonably large kit. Now, it looks like a big blaster from that end, but it's not. That is the Amiga class Babylon 5 destroyer, and it will be the Agamemnon. Now, if anybody has watched Babylon 5, they will recognise it quite quickly. And it weighs quite a bit. And yeah, it took some time, but I really enjoyed building it. Now, I built this in conjunction with JC Bricks and Builds. And yes, he's building the actual Babylon 5 station. So that's another one that he's doing. But I will be building that same space station as well, because I've now got that. For some reason I accidentally sort of like fell into my shopping basket and it accidentally got bought. So yeah, that I'll be doing in conjunction with the father and son at the bench and with JC Bricks and Builds. Because originally we did decide that we were going to build Babylon 5 station each. But every time I got to the point where I was going to buy one, the dreaded bills turned up. So I wasn't able to. But yeah, it is a humongous kit. And it's going to be over 1 metre long. And this thing is 96 centimetres long. And at the moment it lives on the windowsill, the other end of the living. So I'm going to go and put it back there quickly, out of the way. Hopefully without dropping it or breaking it. But it does weigh a lot. There we go. That's that. So, I've also got a new toy in the stash. So we have got a mail call this week. And that is a rather large B-52, again, in 1/72 scale. Now, I'll be doing a inbox review of this kit, because there's quite a bit in it. And I was after this one, and I got it at a reasonably good deal. I bought this for, I think it was about 45 quid. And they're normally about between 70 and 80 quid. So I'm quite happy with that. And you do get quite a bit of life from it. Now, that will be my second B-52 when I build that. Because I do have the other big thing hanging up over there, which you can't really see because the light's in the way really at the moment. So yeah, that's a future project. Same as with everything else really. It'll all get done at some point. If I live long enough, I think. But I think I've got it worked out. I've got to live somewhere about 140 some odd. You know, wishful thinking. As you do. Okay, so we'll go quickly back into the chat. And we'll see who else has turned up. Sure, we've got Marcus saying good cause about the Lifeboat Association, yes. And then we've got Daniel Leave saying nice. And then we've got Panzer Puditatin saying hi Ross. Good evening Panzer and welcome to the stream. And we've got Panzer Cat saying hi to Marcus. And then Marcus saying hi to Panzer. And then Daniel saying wow, nice work, thank you very much. And yeah, it took me about 2 weeks to build altogether. And I think the Babylon 5 station is going to probably take me a bit longer than that. So anyway, we'll see. And we've got Marcus saying that is impressive for us. Thank you very much. And then we've got Graham McCorbett in saying, I forgot you was on. Don't. Never mind. These things happen. And it's understandable. As like I said, last Saturday, the gremlins got into the router, or whatever you want to call it. and decided to play ball, mess up with that. I think it was up to a update from Vodafone, not Virgin, sorry, who provides the internet on that one. And yeah, it sort of like before, where we had sort of like 3 different accesses, right, for 5G, 2G, and all that lot on that router, and now they've amalgamated them all into one. So yeah, it sort of like messed things up a little bit. And the one that I normally have the separate line, which is purely for streaming, that went down as well. So these things happen. It decided, I think, just to really mug me off on that day. We've got Marcus saying hi to Graham, and then Graham saying hi to Marcus. So that's chat caught up quickly. So, shall we go down to the bench? Oh dear. I do apologise. It's I forgot to check the camera because my little midget of a son has been playing around with the camera. Move my coffee mug out of the way. There we go. And we'll turn that light on. There we go. So as I said, we're going to be building the Hemotrope reactor. Now this is an Adaptus Mechanicus set. So it's going to have a chrome red because it's going to basically go for Roran's army that he wants me to build, which will go along with the little Catastrophe Destroyer, it's called. And I've got 2 more of those to build yet. But this is what my little munchkin has decided to do. He's pulled his head off and snapped his spear. I do have, I think, most of the parts that are for it around here somewhere. And the same with that one. He's pulled his arms off and everything on that one. So I'm going to have fun. That one is just broken the spear, and that one is broken the spear. So we should be able to fix them fairly simply, and then just paint up where the marks are. So this is what it is. The old Hemotrope reactor. So fairly basic thing to do. It means I can actually get some stuff glued together tonight as well, once I've cleaned it up a little bit. So we'll crack on, I suppose. Now when I paint this one, so I'm going to actually try and keep to what it says in here, but there will be some minor embellishments of where the reactor parts and everything are, where I'll be changing the colour of them just slightly and doing different bits with it. So I'll be using some of the metallic paints into the areas, into here and there, and then with the pipework here I'll be doing a bit more with that to help bring it out a little bit, but not trying to overcomplicate things tonight, I don't think. So we'll keep it simple, as they say. So first of all, we'll stick this thing together and then we'll clean it up. There we go. I'm gonna hold it down. The really sticky stuff. For the actual auction, there is actually going to be a press release by all accounts for it. So hopefully in the very near future there will be supposedly a little sort of like press release thing that's going to go up on the group, and I'll also post a picture of it in the in my Patron page as well. Just glue one bit. Oh, that'd be why you run out. Let's get the old clampings of goodness. Put one on that side. And one on that side. There we go. So I'll hold it together. And also then stick that part onto the front of there. That's that side on. And then we've got these ones. So, itchy nose. Where's my snips gone? Ah, there they are. This one goes on deep to the side. There, yes. Have we all been misbehaving, or are we all being good boys and girls out there tonight? So I know I've had a really busy day today, but a good day because I've managed to get a couple of jobs sorted. Okay. So basically the main part done. Part to stick together. Chimney pipes. So I think what I'm going to do with this one, yeah. Oh, fresh pot of glue there, I think. There we go. And I might use what's left in there to make some sprue glue up, which I think will be pretty good. Got Daniel saying, was thinking on continuing on with my build today as well, but ended up going to practice, so I'm tired and going to bed pretty soon. Oh, there. And he's saying painting Warhammer is a lot of work. It certainly is. That's one thing, it can be a lot of work painting Warhammer. And sometimes that's why it's good just to take a break from what you are doing, especially with the Mortis engine, because as I said, the mojo isn't really there at the moment. It's gone already, I think, for a little while. So I thought, well, I'll do something different, and I thought, well, this is one of the pieces of scenery that I was intending to build at some point. I thought, well, I might as well give it a go tonight and see how it goes. Now, as you may have noticed, I've not pre-primed this, mainly because it's going to have a base coat of lead vulture. And then we've got Joel Grit joining us saying, "Evening Ross and all in chat." Good evening, Joel, and welcome to the stream. And then we've got JC Bricks and Builds in saying, "Evening Ross and everyone in chat." So good evening, James, and welcome to the stream. Pretty much. Oh, a little bit there. Hello. I'll start sticking this together now. Bit better now that I've got. Sorry for a minute. And there we go. That should hopefully have got that together quite nicely. There, a few more sounds there. Like so. The pipies to do. We need this one onto the back of here. I'm just going to be covering that up. Perfectly. So that's going to go there. Okay. And we've got Daniel saying hey, and then we've got Panzer saying hi to Joel and JC, and then we've got JC Rich here saying good news, 2 out of 3 orders arrived so far for you, mate. Ooh. Yeah, James has ordered some parts for one of my Lego sets that I got, and because it's out of date set, it's hard to get hold of the parts for it. So I've managed to order some through James. And we'll get that done to there, like so. Put some sticky stuff into there. Like so. And we'll leave that to dry. That can come off now. And then we can paint that separately. And then we've got the pipe to do. There we go. And we input together, like so for a minute. Wait, come here. And then we've got Panzer saying hi to Daniel, and then we've got Joel Witt saying hi to Panzer Cat, and James is saying hey to Panzer. And yeah, if you're joining now, it's you've missed the part where I actually brought the Agamemnon over. At the moment, it's actually quite happily residing on the windowsill down the bottom end of my living room, because it's the only place big enough to hold it. And some good news for you, James. My Babylon 5 station is on its way, as well as Roran's birthday present. And the other little monster, Raven, his birthday present's on his way, because their birthday is in October. So Dad decided to order them at the same time as he ordered the Babylon 5. Whether that was a wise move or not, I don't know. That is yet to be seen. And there we go, that's that bit done. Now, there's one of those we need to use. And it goes on to the feed. I think you've got basically a choice you can use, but we're going to go with that one on the other side, I think. I'm going on to this side. What was it, the other one? The other side. Do it right in a minute. finger there. And there we go. And we do have some little pipes that go on this one. Oh, with that bit of sprue. Bit I enjoy the most. Putting sprue up. Bit longer. Probably lock them up even smaller. Because they're not going to the other pot to make some sprue glue. Hopefully, put them in there. Good. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. That one. And we'll see how that goes. Now this one we're not going to need, but it is going to come in handy on one of my scratch builds. Now these are little pipies. And we'll figure out the order they go in. It's 111B, which is there, middle for little. So you are supposed to go there. In the jar. 11C. Is that one? Yeah. And goes into there. The last one but least is this one. There we go. Now, then saying, I've got Daniel saying, I need that glue. Well, if you hang far, mate, there will be one on its way to you with the next parcel to mark. Okay, so that's ready to be grease coated. Right. And don't worry, I do have lots more sprue, so I don't need it all for the time being. And then we're going, yay! So, Daniel, are you getting plenty of practice in for our little challenge? Got his little mask respirator thing that goes on the front here, but I'm not going to stick this on just yet. You see it goes onto that part, but I'm not going to stick that on because I'm going to paint it out separately. I don't know, something like that. It makes it a bit easy to get to the pipes the way I want to paint them then. So, first of all, we need Mr. Bloody Belcher. And he's saying, I'm trying to get some in every night. Did my jazz working on the heli and my Warhammer. Oh. This one's getting nearly empty. Let's have a bit older. And then we've got Dogsaurus joining us saying, well, hello Ross and peoples in Chatland. Good evening Dogsaurus, or afternoon for you over there, I think it might well be. Nope. For dish, we're going to be doing. Got this to clean up yet, haven't I? First, get that done first. And let the glue set a bit. Not really a lot of cleanup to do on this, but let's do it now before I forget. That's the one. James saying hated Dorker, and then saying and have 3 more builds to do as well. Just keep you going for a bit. And then we've got Panda Putty Tat saying hi to Dorker. And we've got Dogsaurus saying hi to Panda and James. So we can start doing some base painting. So I'm using, can't remember what size brush I use now. I think it's 4-inch brush. And it's basically just going to go all over for the time being. Give it a good coat all over. I may give it a second coat as well. And there's a few little bits I've spotted that I'm going to try and bring out. Oh, good note, the cat hasn't actually drunk all me brush cleaning water this time round, which is always a bonus. So then, what's everybody got on their benches this evening? And have they managed to complete anything this week so far? We've got James saying, now on stage 125. Or Babylon 5 lol. Ooh. Mine will be here soon enough. I'll be able to catch up with you. Right, looking forward to that actually, though. Be nice to actually do the one that we said we were going to do as a joint build. But I have actually got the stickers on order for the Agamemnon. So that will have its proper name and stickers on it. And the ident sheet. Which I'm looking forward to actually doing. Because then I can get some final pictures up of it into my Patron. Not too bad actually. Well, this side anyway. Just turn that round. 42 inch on it. It's certainly going to take a lot of this lead belcher up. I think this is probably going to be one of the first times I've actually ever worked for a painting scheme of what it's actually said. Well, no, sorry, the second one, because I did the Patron Destroyer in its proper colours, as they say. set out by GW. Which is unusual for me because I like to usually do my own twist on things. But as I said, this isn't for me. This is actually for my son. So I'll try and get it as close as possible for him. But just bringing out a little bit more of the detail on it for him. Because he wants me to learn how to play this game as well as him. Which will be interesting. Because I've never really had any real interest in playing the game. But yeah, there we go. That's the way it goes. Things we do to help bring our kids along. We've got James going, it's a great build, fairly tricky in some parts though. Is that the small type ones, James? And we've got Joel Ritt saying, I have noticed I had nothing on the bench at the moment and have not for a while now. I'm sure I will choose something to build in the near future. And then we've got Jeff Light joining us saying, good evening Ross and everyone in chat. Good evening Jeff and welcome to the stream. Nice for you to join us. So if you're all joining thinking that I was going to carry on with the Mortis engine, sorry about that, but I just needed to have a break from it. It was whooping me for a bit, and I think that's what's caused the lack of mojo in a way. So I thought, well, I'll just take a break from it and do something quick, simple. And see if it could kickstart the old mojo again. I suppose in a way I'm lucky that I've got such a big selection of stuff that I can work on. Because I was chatting to my co-host, Mr. Marcus Brunn, earlier. And it did fall into the position of where I was either going to do one of my Age of Sigma figures, the what's it called now? The Mythic Blight Hauler, or a Land Speeder. Now, Saturday is going to be a bit different because we don't know officially yet what we're going to be building, because we haven't really decided. So that's going to be an interesting thing. Well, I've sort of semi-decided what I'm building. I'm not sure what Mr. Marcus, the Care Bear friend, is actually building, because he hasn't enlightened me yet. But I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be interesting builds. But just so you know, he does have another Shackleton that he can build, as we know how much he really enjoyed the last one, and he did a super smashing great job on it. I think it should have a friend to hang out along with. Now, whether Marcus sees that the same way, I ain't got a clue. You got Dorkosaurus saying, okay, it's time to go finish dinner. Roast in the oven, just need to heat up some veggies. Bye Ross, see everyone later. Well, thanks for dropping in, Dorkosaurus, and much appreciated. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up, because that helps other people find this group or this page or channel, whatever you want to call it. I'll get it right in a minute. And it just helps them find it, and it brings it up on the statistics, so it'll be much appreciated. And like I said earlier on, I also have 3 ways if you wish to help support this channel. One is buy me a coffee, which you can see on the top right hand corner of the screen. And the second way is the PayPal, Scale Model Ninja, co.uk I think it is, or Hotmail, Scale Model Ninja PayPal address. Or you may choose to just join the Patron, and there's 3 levels you can join on that. The entry level, the middle level, and the top level. Now, all money raised from the Buy Me a Coffee link will be going to the little ninja to help support his Lego builds or mock builds. And there's Mrs. M just wandering through. She's gone to raid the fridge. You never know, she might even put kettle. That's a no. Must train it better. Yeah. That's the only problem, you get this many little O's around it. We've got JC saying take care, Dorka. We've got manual sorted. Yeah. Okay, that's the main body of this maze carried. And we'll start doing the chimneys. Must admit, you get quite good coverage with this lead belcher. Now, with Roran on the father and son at the bench, which we do on Saturday mornings, Roran has decided for his birthday he wants to do a giveaway. So we've got to find something for that. So we'll hopefully find a small kit or something that we can use for his birthday giveaway, and it will happen. I mean, because he asked for it live on air as well, so it looks like Dad's got a dip in his pocket again. And we've got Totally Scale Models joining us, saying evening. Good evening, Steve, and welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming along, much appreciated. That's that bit done. Do that with a base piece in a minute. Now, I'm not too worried if I miss part of this pipe work, because it's going to be painted a slightly different colour anyway. Filtering this pot. Mind, it's not surprising, I've had it open quite a while. Yeah, no. And now all we've got left to do is your weep. Okay, so that's all the pipe work done. Now, next up, all out, will be the black, which I think that one on. I need one of my little trays. There we are. Now, I did have some munchies on my bench, well, in the bench drawer, but a certain little midget managed to find them. So at 7 o'clock this morning, Mr. Midget was eating Mikado chocolate stick things and thoroughly enjoying them by all accounts. And especially with the fact that he actually stood blatantly in front of me and was quite happily chowing down on them. But hey ho, these things happen. And there's me just basically thinking, cheeky little git, that he's doing it right in front of me. Okay. Touch up there. Great. Now, I'm supposed to use abandoned black on this section, but I prefer to use my Vallejo colours. The fun part being around this pipe work. Now, I've got to be careful a bit here because on this edge here, this is all going white. And what's down this side of the skull? Well, it's got a bit gentler going around it. This is where these brushes come in handy. I mean, they were fairly cheap off of Amazon. Not my usual brushes to use. I prefer the brushes from ABC brushes when it comes to doing detail work, because these are the Nick Pro ones. Now, so I don't think really a lot of them, because the heads break down on them a lot easier than I thought they would do. Got to put me notifications on silent. Now, does anybody remember a series called The Last Ship? If so, what did you think of it? Because just recently, that's what I've been watching. I found it quite interesting, really. Considering the first thing they're dealing with is like a global pandemic. And sort of like, it sort of like falls in with what we're dealing with, well, what we've been dealing with for the last 3 years. And this series came out a long time before we even got to our pandemic. Yeah, I've actually enjoyed watching it. And that was on Amazon Prime. Okay, I think the black is done. And next up is the white. Now, I have to change over to Korra's white because it's not going over this quite well. Got Marcus Brunn saying that's it for tonight. Need the shut eye. cheers for the stream, Ross. You're welcome, mate. And I will see you, well, speak to you at some point during the week, no doubt, where we'll sort of like finalise what we're going to be building on Saturday, or doing on Saturday, I should say. You got Panda saying bye to Marcus and take care. The thing about this white, he's actually doing a pretty good job as a base coat, and then when I go over the Korra's white, it should sort of hold it better. You got half the relief done on one side, that is. Now we're going to go this bit there. And I'm not too worried about going over some of the pipe work, because I'm going to just change it slightly from what it's saying. So that's where it's come up to so far. Now letting all the skull of the Adaptus Mechanicus. So who out there has actually seen the new Top Gun film? And if so, what have you thought about it? So I'm actually thinking of renting to buy it off Amazon at some point this next following weekend. So much weight and everything to do with it. Now we do have lots and lots of little dials on here, but what I'm going to probably do, I'll paint them black and then do the little dial handles in white just to help make them stand out a bit more. Yeah. Now we've got to do this other half here, around the side here. That's all got to go black. This is where it paid off the fact that I'm actually going to be painting those pipe work a different colour. Yeah. Dum, 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 dum. And we've got Brett H joining us saying you need some background music for your stream. It's one of those things. I mean, I think you can get penalised if you have certain music on, but I know I don't. I stop talking when I've sort of like semi-concentrating on what I'm doing. I do apologise, peoples. So it's good to see you, Brett. I hope you're doing well. And then we've got Joel Britt saying, I saw Top Gun. I was not a fan, to be honest. I was more Iron Eagle fan. Very good film as well. Well, the original was. But the sequels that followed it, I really didn't think much to. But I did enjoy the first film. God, that's going back some time now since that came out. And even Schmoolibrush. We don't need really fine ones. We've got a few there, haven't we? That's one of the reasons why I enjoy having Marcus on Saturday, because if I'm not talking, he makes up for it. You've got Brett saying, hey, I understand music is tricky when it comes to YouTube's copyright stream. Yeah, that's one of the big factors. And they generally just shut you down before they actually ask you. Then generally there's no such thing as a warning. It's just like, dump, there you go, channel stopped for a while. So you still doing your gaming streams then, Brett? I haven't had any notifications come up for a while. Now you got Joel Britt saying, yes, 1986 Iron Eagle came out. God, that's going back some time. That was 2 years before I moved to Gibraltar. That was. Okay. What year? No. Now, once I got this black bit done, I think that's. No, Brett saying, I don't stream, but just regular videos. Yeah, fair enough. I nearly got this front section done, but we're going to have to go over the white bit again with the Korra white. Yep, I think I'm reasonably happy with the way that's turning out so far. Right, saying my internet doesn't cooperate if I stream, but has no issues if I watch a stream like this. Fine stream. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, now I've just got to find. Oh, yeah, I just clicked. Correct white. Where are you? Ah. Now this is what I actually remember rightly thinned down, because it does normally, for some strange reason, when you get this correct way, it comes rather lumpy. So you have to mix in a little bit of thinners. I found the I've used the Humbrol one for this, and it seems to have broken down the lumps nicely. I take it, Brett, you're still doing your D&D figures. And it looks like I've got Retro Rabbit just joining us, saying, hey everyone, good evening Retro, or afternoon, everyone you are this evening. Hope you're well. Thank you for popping by. Much appreciated. Brett saying, I have not painted anything in a while. Actually, going to be moving in a few months, and as much as I'd like a project, I'd rather wait until I move. That's fair enough, mate. I hope all the move goes well, because I know you think you've been wanting to move for a while, if I remember rightly. I just hope everything goes well for you. You got the half of the skull done. Now, I have gone over some of the points just a little bit, but I'll touch them up with the black metal that I want to use, and mixture of chrome and different other clear colours, just to bring it on just a little bit. Well, that's the spill half sorted. Get this bit sorted. But it's going, oh yes, get me out of this house, love mouth. For such a small build, it's certainly taken a bit of time to get it sorted. Built the damn thing in minutes and then spend the next 3 weeks painting the damn thing. But no, it's hopefully I should have it finished off by weekend. So this is basically a bit of a mojo buster because I've like not feeling it at the moment for some strange reason. Don't know why. Probably because I'm tired. I don't know. I'm just having a long day. So here's a question for everybody else out there. What do you do if you have like what I've got now, a bit of a mojo downer, as I call it? Do you, like me, go find something small in your stash to sort of like help kickstart the old mojo again? Or do you just leave the bench alone? This is the Hemotrope reactor, Brett. It's part of the Adaptus Mechanicus. And I got this with the Imperium Partwork set. Finally, nearly there. And there we go. That's one half and half skull. Oh, just a bit. That's the half and half skull all sorted. That bit. But we do have the same skull markings on this. So we have fun sorting that out the next time. And then we've got another one on here to do. And then I'll figure out a way of doing something with those. Bring out those numbers, I think. Okay. So I think it's now, what, 10 to midnight here. And I think I'm going to call it a night at that. As I said, we've got something started. And I'll carry on with this if it's still on the bench next Tuesday. And yeah, so starting to feel some of the mojo come back again, but not really in a way that I majorly do. Sort of like carry on with me Mortis Realms. With this thing, I've spent way too much time on this to see it get completely destroyed and the amount of work that's gone into it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get back to it. I might just start doing little bits here and there on it just to move it along a little bit. That's how I feel at the time. Obviously, I don't want to destroy it by doing something stupid with it, which could end up happening. You got Retro Rabbit Studio saying Dead Model Mojo, switch to an electronics project or a car project, or overdue house maintenance. Yeah, I've got a fair bit of that to do as well. So we've got back up to Facey Cam. There we go. Just turn that top light off. Right, so that one off. There we go. So yeah, I mean, we all find different ways. To me, I quite like doing some small, simple projects. It sort of gives you a bit of a kickstart, and you generally find that yeah, you can enjoy it that way. And yeah, I'm actually enjoying doing this a little bit. I mean, I haven't done any scenery pieces for quite some time. I think the last one I did was a container, which is up the corner there, and that's for my Space Marine army. So the ones that I've got through this one or the magazine, they're all being done for the youngest lad's army. So yeah, hopefully he'll enjoy them and see where he goes. But yeah, I think that's it. About everything tonight. I think everybody's caught up in chat. So all that's left to say is thank you for watching. It is very, very much appreciated. And if you like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up button. Much appreciated. Just helps with the old algorithm onwards, as they call it. And I will see you on my next stream is on Saturday morning with the young midget. He'll be doing his Lego build. I think he's got, oh yeah, the old Lego set of the Jay's Jet Fighter. He's completed the newer version, which should be just up here somewhere, I think, or has it gone walking? I don't know. We did that on a afternoon together, like sitting down the bench, and he wanted, after they come back from work, to do something, so him and me built this together for him. And the good thing about this one is you can bring it like that, and the wings all open up. So yeah, he's really chuffed the way it's got worked out. So yeah, all the wings open up, and it can actually, when it sort of like release that a bit, put that one back in, that one, but it does fire little missile. And they're pretty accurate for little tiny things, which is quite surprising. So yeah, that's what we've done. So, and he's now doing the older variant, which we will put pictures up of what they look like. And this is from his Ninjago sets that one of his supporters we've got for him. Yeah, the shelves are getting a bit too full up there now of Lego, so we're gonna have to sort of like rearrange all them, and I've got to build some more shelves for him, so that's probably another little project I can do for him. Oh, cold coffee. Num nums, not. Yeah, definitely need a hot cup of coffee. Let's see. I'm not too sure who's on next. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Not too sure who streams on a Wednesday. I've been out of the loop a little bit, but I'm going to hopefully get back to doing a lot more with other people as well. And hopefully we should have, as of next month, I'll be inviting our patrons to join in. Well, my patrons, I should say, joining the stream as well. So basically all you need is a camera and a microphone or basically what you can do is use the your tablet. That's it. Wednesday's lunchtime. I think it's Fester and Dave. There we go. Thanks, Retro. Much appreciated. So I think that's about it on a Wednesday that I know of. So yeah. So please go across to them on a Wednesday lunchtime. I'm not sure. I think it's was it mid-afternoon? I think it is that summit that they're on. So all I'll say is thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy building. Bye bye for now.